Girls with Daisy Dukes bikinis on top.
Get it? Can you guys hear me? Were you able to hear the music? Because I didn't hear crap. I don't know. What's up, boy, you me? I hate these headphones. Hate them. Oh, I know what I gotta do. If you'd like to. I had a real shitty night tonight. I don't know.
Rob, Thursday before you have to drink, so maybe do. How long do you have to wait? 5? Girls with Daisy Dukes bikinis on top.
That was my goofy kid. Yeah, it's only one speaker. I don't know. I don't understand why. I'm not even worried about it. That was the first year I went to the Cincinnati Coin Show. They weren't supposed to have a party, but whatever. It is what it is. I know, me too. My dad worked midnights for the longest time, and people were leaving the house when he was walking through the doors. That was the same party. My 5-ounce back quarter came up missing. I searched the whole house and it ended up being inside the couch. So somehow, I don't know. At least it wasn't missing. No, Cassie, I'm not feeling okay. Just, I don't know, I just had a real shitty day. They sent it to me when I was at the coin show. That was the funny thing. Yeah, it could have been worse. Could have been like an ounce of gold or something. Say the sound's 50-50. What's that mean, Josh? Sorry. I forget the mic's right here. Side of my head. Anybody want to come up? There was another video where he was hugging the lamp and giving the camera a dirty look, like a mean look. I don't know why. What's up, Vern? On what panel? Like any day this week, like Monday, Wednesday. See, Mondays there's just too many people, and the other people need to make money more than I do. I mean, that's what it's all about, is the community coming up there and trying to get rid of something, you know, maybe make $50 for lunch or gas bill or electric bill or whatever. I'd rather see somebody else up there than myself. I didn't know Crumpler ran an open panel. I've never been up on Crumpler's panel. I'm always willing to go live, get enough people in here. I only had 225 subs though. Yeah, but I'll survive. That's what I do. Not worrying about being out of work. Dude, I killed a dog tonight and I feel like dog shit. Driving home. Didn't help my cause any whatsoever. That's all I've been thinking about since it happened. It sucks. The lady's like, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. Okay. My employers. I got home. I didn't even know what I should do. It's messed up. But trying to stay positive, you know. No, I mean, the dog was stuck under my car, and when I got it up underneath my car, it was like hemorrhaging and shaking. And then the lady came down the road, and uh, I mean, there's no way to fix it, but I need to try to, you know. Is the Chihuahua old? Because a lot of times dogs will run off to die. That way, the owners don't have to witness it. I guess we had a cocker spaniel that did that. Do you have a lot of coyotes by you? We don't have too many here, but they're just in two counties over. But in my area, there's not that many that I know of, anyways. A lot of foxes, though. I'm not talking about hot chicks either. You were driving a Tahoe or you were in Lake Tahoe? Hmm. I kind of figured I was trying to goof around. Trying to think of that saying that they say about Nevada. California. That place is worse than Michigan. William E. One thing I can suggest is post something on a local Facebook page. What is SPC? Oh, the dog, animal control or activist holding it for ransom. Uh, you'd be amazed, though, William. I mean, lady down the road has a feral cat, and one of the neighbors took it down to the city, and she posted it all over Facebook, and cat's back in the neighborhood. It's the only cat that roams around. We have a company called Snap that they take in strays, but they also, if you take your animal there, they'll give them rabies shots and all that kind of good stuff for cheap. What's up, Great Scott? I asked if anybody wanted to come up or willing to send them the link. I just don't want to put it in chat. Just don't need mainly beating up Kiwi again. Yeah, while I was watching them, I was getting some envelopes done and packages. Can't get my printer to work, so about ready to take a hammer to it. If all else fails, use a bigger hammer. If they're feral cats, man, get a live trap. Take them 3 towns over and let them go. You don't need that. They'll be in your car. Your car will start smelling like ammonia. Your garage. I'm doing my best. My ex-wife's not here to sign everything, so or write everything out. So envelopes look kind of shitty, but I'm sure they'll get there. I'll get it at 22 or giant trouble hook and start trolling with them. You got that many of them. Sorry, I'm not a cat fan. I'm a dog lover. But I mean, my packages, I just go to the post office and I'll print it out at the post office. I got a kiosk. I had to get 4 or 5 envelopes out. $22 doesn't need anything. Just saying. Don't hold it against me. So that's the one dog I do not like. Those Shepherds and Dobermans. Ugh. I was traumatized by a Shepherd. And Doberman's brains are like a walnut. Shepherds are smart. Don't get me wrong, but do I have a dog? I have a yellow lab. She's a goon. She likes to jump in 40-degree water and with her cable still attached to her. And I didn't know if she was going to sink or not. So guess what? I jumped in with her. Chows are known not to like males. Did you know chows from the laying down position can spring up 8 to 12 feet in the air, depending on how fat they are? Oh, tell me about it. That white dog that I have for my thumbnail. Uh, she had cancer and I had to put her down. That was like one of the most awful things ever. That's not a lab. That's a American bull or American bully. It's a pit bull. That's meathead. Absolutely. And I don't know if I want to. I was jealous of you being at that coin show. All happy as can be and shit. They're, coin shows are so fun. They really are. See, in Cincinnati or Cherville, we had East Coast YouTubers, I should say. Jeepa John, Amy was there for the first year. Hoover, Blink,
Hey, what's going on?
none.
Same old, same old.
Yeah, for the most part. Another day in paradise, I guess, right?
Right.
Cassie, what's up? You got any good deals at the?
I wasn't able to. I know some people did. There was one guy that was doing, I think it was 10 ounces for $250.
It's $2 over slot.
Yeah, not bad at all. Apparently there was someone there that wanted to get rid of like $500 worth of constitutional. He was going to let it go for like 18 face, but it was only all of it at once.
Oh, it wouldn't break it down.
No, so it's gonna be like $19,000.
Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, I'm trying to get one of those Isabel quarters. I've been talking to a couple. Portsmouth coin shop. That's Daniel Malone, Coin Help You. I've been talking to him and a couple local shops. One guy had no idea what I was talking about.
Oh yeah.
Up until 3 days ago, I had no idea what I was talking about. Well, I never knew.
Yeah, if you read into the history a little bit, there's some interesting stuff on how the design went down.
Oh, really?
Yeah, apparently the Women's Business League wanted certain design aspects, and eventually it came down to like they kind of let them at first, but then it was just getting too demanding and they weren't understanding of like what actually looks good on the coin and their ability to actually design a coin. And yeah, eventually the mint was like, well, this is how it's going to be.
Well,
Never really up to you, and unfortunately it was getting too complicated, like it wasn't going to be finished in time, and yeah, just bunches of complications. And I think essentially the president of the Women's League stepped down over it all.
but back in what was that, 1893? Did they, or 92? Did they really have rights to do that? Well, I mean, Hawaii was its own. Um, what is it called? What were they? Not the sovereigns. I can't think of it now. There's a word. Hawaii was its own, like almost like its own nation before it was a state.
How does Hawaii play in?
Isn't Isabella Quarter from Hawaii or no?
No, so Queen Isabella was the one that basically funded Columbus to make it that voyage. She was the one that like really kind of tried to I don't know, advertise, kind of, like promote, like, hey everyone, we have to get this done, and put a lot of money towards like she's kind of responsible for the discovery of America.
Really? Okay. So
Yeah.
I'm way off on the concept of that one. I thought it was one of the Hawaiian quarters, like King Kahuna or
uh,
whatever the hell his name is, and
right, right. No, I think that's kind of the only like feasible reasoning for having. I mean, that's kind of like one of the really unique things about the coin is it's the first, and only time we ever had a patriarch from another country on it. Like that's not like us. We're kind of against that. Like, why would we promote that and put that on our coins? To have a king or queen is not in our nature. It's not American at all. So yeah, the only way is to kind of be like, well, it's kind of responsible for America happening. So there's
no,
that.
now doesn't it have the United States on there
Oh yeah,
or no?
yep, yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought so.
It's American coin. It's totally an American coin. Um, yep.
Huh. What's up, John Jacobs? What's up going on, Zach?
Yo, JK, monkey king metal.
See, maybe that's why I thought it was like commemorative.
Right,
Is
right.
it a commemorative or no?
It is. It is. Yeah. Yeah.
Is there other commemorative quarters other than
The
that one?
George. Sure, the George Washington.
Like the normal George Washington?
Yeah, its original intent was to be a commemorative, and then they just stuck with it. That
Really?
first, yeah, the first year one that you had, it was supposed to be a commemorative. Or it is. Like, I guess technically it is a commemorative. Just because they decided to stick with it doesn't mean that the first year isn't a commemorative.
Hmm.
But
Though,
beyond that, that's a really good question. I was thinking about that. So, yeah, just because the Columbus was the first of the halves doesn't necessarily mean that this would be the first of the quarters. But I think it is. And honestly, I can't think of another one.
see, I thought it was part of the Hawaiian kingdom, as I was corrected by John Jacobs. He knew what it was. I had no idea. Kingdom, I don't know. Yeah, 1932 was the first Washington quarter.
Yeah.
So, but that was so far down the road. You know, I don't know. I guess something. Now it's gonna bug me.
Really yucks now. That's pricey for a rough one. 1800
For what?
for a 1932 and poor rough shape, he says. I'm assuming that the guy was just attempting to sell it 32 Washington for 1800 in rough shape. Doubt he got away with it. Anybody blowing 1800 bucks is gonna at least do a little bit of research.
I don't even think like a MS is $1,800.
Yeah.
We'll find out. 32 even. Well, wow. I didn't
So he
realize
ended up
30.
says he ended
30
up down to 1200, but no one took it. Was whatnot. Oh, okay. So he dropped it down to 12 and still wasn't able to get rid of it.
1200 would be like a MS 61 or 2 because it goes from
Yeah.
goes from MS 60 is 1100 and then it goes from 63 to 1700. So somewhere in that area. So
Okay.
1800 would be in between. Well, there's such a huge jump. 63. MS 63 is 1700. The 64 is 2900. So that's 1200 bucks. And then the 65 is $12,000. 66 is 85 grand per. But that's a 32D.
Right. Right.
That's like the big dog.
Yeah. But it's not the lowest mintage, right?
I don't know what the mintage is.
It seems like the S is the lower mintage, but I was kind of curious why it was that the D was the more highly priced.
Quarters. Monkey King
Yeah,
probably has his red book right there, screaming out the mintages.
Zach and Cassie, they do ask some ridiculous prices sometimes on eBay and Etsy.
32D is 436,000, and the 32S is actually 408,000.
Okay, so they're pretty close, but the S is less. Yeah, it's so weird. I wonder what's so significant about the Denver.
This is a 2020 red book, and they have the D in MS65 condition um, for 8,500. PCGS has it in 65 for 12 grand. 12.5 actually. Wow, that's crazy. Huh. Odd. Oh, I was looking commemoratives. That's what I wanted to see.
John Jacobs says Queen Isabella was Spanish and Queen of Castile and Queen of Aragon. wife of Ferdinand II.
Getting the history lesson. After Isabella, it was like there's the Lafayette dollar. Now where is that from? You know?
What'd you say, the Lafayette dollar?
Yeah. In 1900, there's a Lafayette dollar.
I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah, I think that was the first um,
Okay.
first and only quarter. Oops. That's what I'm getting out of it.
Right, right. Like an actual person, not a symbol, basically, like liberty.
That's the Lafayette dollar.
They didn't make too many of those. 50,000 and 14,000 melted. So
Of the Lafayette dollars, or the because there was a
yeah.
bunch of the Isabel quarters that were melted as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the Lafayette was 50,000 minted and 14,000 melted.
But if you go on Heritage Auctions, Zach, there was a 98 quarter that was graded in MS, I think it was, and it went for big money. Like Blue Ridge Silverhound, I think his name is. Whatever his name is, I can't even think of it. Is that right? Blue Ridge.
Yes.
I don't know what the last part of it. He had Monday. Um, his Monday report. Dude, I'm
Yeah.
scatterbrained tonight, and he talked about the '98 quarter that went for thousands,
Nice.
not
All right. So,
graded for 1,500.
hmm.
I got a not graded '98 that looks really good. '97 as well. Huh.
So I'm not going to mention anything else besides this, but I was able to meet Blue Ridge when I was there, and I actually was able to give him a couple of tips on identifying 1916s over 1917 standing Liberty quarters. And they're really worn down. Like even a nearly fully slick 1916 SLQ is going to still be worth like $300. And you could find it in a bunch of slicked out quarters. Pick out a $300 coin.
They're hard to find. Really
Yeah,
hard to find.
those were about the same mintage, 52,000. But yeah, the Isabellas didn't sell as well because they weren't as prominent and spread out all over the expo. Um, it was just in one location in a separate building, and that's why they didn't sell as much, and because they were the same price. So you paid $1, and you could get a $0.50 Columbus, or you could pay $1 and get a quarter Isabella.
Hmm. Yeah, that's we go money wise. Of course, they're going to go with the $0.50 if they wanted to do that.
Right. But that was also kind of a fundraising thing. Like I think the whole reason for making any of the commemoratives then was to help pay for all of the construction. They had realized that they were so um, over the budget that they had to come up with some kind of money raising techniques. And I know that a large portion of the Isabella quarters was bought by, I believe, the Women's Business League.
See, I didn't think. No offense, but I didn't think they had that many rights back then. Well, I guess maybe like a queen or something on that order would, but
Yeah, I think it was early on, and trying to start to make things inclusive and um, have a representation, both the gentlemen and ladies.
what do we got here? 67 plus one for 1,500. In 1989, it was a D
What's up
quarter.
to you?
Wow. Couldn't imagine. Couldn't imagine. Quarter going for $1,500. Take that all day. What's up, Kiwi? So, I found a decent one in the laundromat. I should list it for $500. Exactly. I mean, people are listing stuff for 1,500 or 1,800 for a clad quarter. Shit. Why not, right? I don't know where that box went. Huh. Wow. Tell us how you really feel about Monkey King Kiwi. Jeez. Are you sure? That's too much.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, Croc Snake. Woo!
So, did you end up buying anything at the coin store or no? Or the coin
No,
shop or show? Sorry.
I meant to pick up some war nickels. Yeah, there's some stuff I wanted to get, but I was just kind of focused more on helping Dad out, hanging out with people close to me, trying to get his streaming pictures in, all that good stuff. Just more living in the moment.
Did your dad have a table or something?
Yeah, he got a table. I didn't.
Okay. So, is he a dealer?
No,
Or is he
this
just a
is,
collector with the overabundance of
yeah.
stuff that he wanted to part with?
Not a super overabundance. He basically has his father's collection that needs to be sold and split up between the siblings, and some other stuff that he did have to sell. But it's actually his first show, to get a table at ever. So yeah, not a dealer.
Giving him shit before he asked about any crocodiles. I get it. I'm looking for that quarter now. I do have a 43 Walker with no designer's initials on it. Like, were you looking for like BU nickels, war nickels, or just
Oh no, just giveaway
regular?
nickels.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I think the best price I found there was like $1.40 piece.
Really?
Which sucks because last year even Keith had them for like $1 a piece.
I want to say the pawn shop that I go to has them for like 95 cents or $1 a piece,
Yeah.
somewhere around there. Yeah,
Yeah, maybe it was jacked up because of the show.
that's a
Who
good
knows?
possibility.
A lot of things are just typically a little bit more at the show. They got to factor in all their travel and paying for it and everything.
But see, like Kevin from Coins Making Sense, like he said
Mhm.
the other day, he's like, as long as I make uh, what I spend, maybe a little more, I'm happy. I'm there to have a good time and visit with
Right.
people, and but I'm sure there's local shops that were trying to push things hard. They always do.
Mhm. Yeah.
But the show in Cincinnati is a lot of it's like Michigan coin shops and people. I want to see how these things are. Now he's got me curious on these quarters. They drive me nuts. I found them, so yay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Nope, I don't know which one it is. There it is. Here's the 98D. It's got a couple nicks in it.
Which was better? I'm sorry. Grove or Tulsa? Um, yikes. For
I
me,
said,
Tulsa, I mean, it was easier to get to, but there were a lot of downfalls about Tulsa. Parking is ridiculous, which makes me not proud of Tulsa because we're kind of, or something I'm proud of is that it's not really expensive to live here. Things don't cost nearly as much as they do anywhere else. But, downtown was kind of, not as nice about, a decade or so ago. And over the last 10 years, they have made downtown look a lot better. A lot more businesses are in there. It's a lot safer. You could easily walk, around downtown at night and not have to worry you'd be a female and not, sweat anything. But the parking was expensive. And even if you got, man, lots of complaints about the hotel too. So definitely don't stay at the DoubleTree. It's not worth it. Unless you just really want that convenience of being right next to the center and just being able to walk across the street, to the event. But yeah, other than that, the parking part, I mean, it was nice. I mean, it's just like most basic of rooms, so there's no sights, as far as the room looking good. Um, we did have food there, typical overpriced stuff. I don't know. I guess I like Tulsa a little bit better. I didn't like the large raise in price.
they were saying that you could eat decent barbecue for like $17.
So I guess Mike, he's Keith's brother, Mid America Coins.
Uh huh.
He had kind of quoted an approximate price of like $18, and then it turned out to be like 48 bucks. So it was like
What?
30 bucks more. Yeah.
Wow.
So he, out of generosity, decided to make that like a gift or a present to people, like a thank you, I guess, for getting a table, that he was going to pay the difference. And Ida didn't feel comfortable with that, so Ida ended up putting together a benefit for him to basically not let him make that gift to the people
That's
there.
that's a lot of money, man. A lot of money.
Sure. Yeah. What's up, Cat's Crazy World? Gadoosh.
I've just had these in the storage box, and Monkey King said something about somebody sell one for 1,800. Could it hurt to grade them? It's only what, 25 to 40 bucks. See, that's where the initials are supposed to be. And they're not there.
One thing's for sure, there's going to have to be more advertising next year. My dad was complaining it, a few days before the show. He was like, I still haven't seen or heard anything. No advertising whatsoever. And then it was like later on that day or the next day that Mike told Ida that he was on the radio, some live show or something like that, like an interview or something.
Yeah, he said something about like one of the local news teams being there, interviewing them for the show itself. How you doing, Crazy Catwoman?
Oh yeah, in the show, yeah, I did see a female that interviewed some people. That's not advertising. That's just news saying, "Hey, this is what's going on in Tulsa."
Yeah,
It's
but
after the
I mean,
show. It's not before the show. So
if they interviewed on Thursday, like when the dealers are starting to do
yeah.
their thing, I mean, that would have probably pushed the
Oh yeah, I'm sure
town
it
a little
helped to
bit
get
more.
some people on Friday and Saturday for sure.
But also the 4th of July weekend probably hurt it a little bit as well.
Yeah, that probably hurt it. People are driving out of town somewhere else. But the same could go for people driving in. Like, they have extra time, so it kind of makes it more possible. They have more days off to come and see it from further away. Adore the tiger round with gemstones. Oh, thank you. I just add those little gems on top for color.
He's got to be Dazzler.
That's right.
You don't like my pissed off mouse look on there? Mickey robs everybody. Or Banks, I'm
Is
sorry.
that
Banks.
is that drawn by Ratfink?
I don't know who drew it. It's Mickey Robs Banks' sticker.
Okay.
I don't know. Do you know who that is?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He was the, well, self proclaimed W quarter finder or some shit. Because Jeep and John, he was the man. He had rolls of freaking W quarters.
Dude, he traveled the fucking country
Well,
to get them. He
it
traveled the
wasn't.
whole fucking country to get them. Went to bank after bank after bank after bank. I can only imagine how many that dude pulled. He was sending in and making like special sets of them and shit, graded ones, like sets of everyone in graded form. Um, Dude, yeah, he fucking killed it.
Oh, yeah. He had him and Dodger. You remember
Mhm.
Dodger?
Yep.
He they had a pallet of quarters
Oh
sitting
my
there. A pallet.
wow.
No, he they issued him early, and he was one that found it before the release date of the coin. Is what happened with.
So was there a finder's fee for that? Did he like submit, first submission to NGC or PCGS or something like that? Was there
Yeah,
a
he
finder's?
got his name on something. I don't think he got any money. I have no idea about money wise, but
Okay.
he got his name on. I don't even know what it was, but I
No.
know we submitted through PCGS because I got a couple of them slab. It was only $25, so
Oh heck yeah.
I still pop
Hey,
in
Brown
South
Sugar.
Plaza. Nope, not gonna sing it. What's up, Brown Sugar? Tiny sings her name. I can't do it. I'd butcher it. Well, you met Kevin from Points Making Sense, right?
Yes. Yeah.
He lives like 45 minutes away from me.
Nice.
He actually it's supposed to rain today. Used to program or fix cash registers for Farmer Jack's. That was like one
Okay.
of the big grocery stores, and he
Right on.
used to drive all the way up here to work on the ones that at our Farmer Jack's.
Oh,
Yeah, and I mean he's in Canton. He's close to Ann Arbor area.
okay.
It's I don't know. It's like I said, 45 minutes an hour, depending on who's driving.
It's not too bad.
Um, yeah, I'm never gonna forget. He was at the Marysville Coin Show. We promoted it on YouTube actually. And I needed a 31S wheat cent for Cherie's book,
Yeah.
and I mean this thing was freaking mad. I could have had it graded and it would have came out 64, 65 easy, and she wouldn't let me. He sold it to me for $100. Good grief! So that's all you want for it? He's like, yeah, just $100. Like, all right, here you go. Let me snatch it out of your hand and run away before you think about it again. It's one of the. I mean, it's probably 3 or 4 in the big dogs next to the
Right.
'09 SBDB and the 22 No D.
Yeah.
Uh, what's the other one? 26, I think it is. I don't know. My head hurts so bad. I've had a shitty freaking night. Gonna have nightmares tonight. Another day. You know, I really wish the workers would just stop working and just say something. There's 13 people in here. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people talking. But whatever. I'll get my thumbs down. Thanks, Sheree.
It's hard to. Pardon me. It's hard to find things to say sometimes at 3 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes I just want to listen.
Yeah, but I mean, we talk about everything. I mean, our topics are everywhere. You know,
Right.
it's not just coins or running over dogs. Dude, I'm gonna be traumatized with that thing for. Mm. Give me one. You get rid of my watch a kidney video before. But, yeah, that usually works. Josh Koff to say the G word quietly and they just pop up. That, did you hear that I got my test results back from my MRI that I had yesterday? Fabulous.
No. Or wait, no. You said that your brother got the results back. Maybe that was for
Well,
another
yeah,
case.
we were discussing it. Well, no, I had an MRI yesterday.
Okay.
I had to be sedated. And it was just a whole big ordeal. Well, my results came back. My middle, right middle cerebral artery in my brain. It, layman's term, it has probably 5 to 10% blood flow going through it. So,
Okay.
with that being said, they want to do a stent, but I got to have the stent done in my heart. And my brother's asking me, well, what do you think they should do first? I said, aren't you a nurse? And aren't you talking to all the doctors?
Right.
You know, I mean, if they do my heart first and the blood flow starts, because right now I'm at 30% squeeze ratio on my heart, and normal person's 60%. When I left the hospital with the first stent, I was at 55, 60%.
Yeah.
So if they do that and I got good blood flow and they put a stent in my brain, am I going to have just like a massive head rush? Or do they
Let's
do
see.
the brain first, get the blood flowing again, and then do the heart? I don't know.
That's what I'm feeling. Like that was my immediate reaction is what if they increase the flow rate of the heart and that just possibly causes the other one to clog up faster?
Yeah, I
Because
get it.
you're down to 5%, you're 95% clogged. So, yeah, I don't know. And you mess with your brain, you're gonna mess with the algorithms of everything else. Like your brain can mess up your heart. Your heart isn't gonna mess up your brain. You know what I mean? Like if something, happens to your brain, can shut down functionality, of other organs and whatnot. So I would think that would take top priority. You want to maintain the brain and work on the other things that are functioning that could be improved.
See, I agree with you. The doctors haven't even reviewed my results yet. Um, it's just between my brother and I talking, William. I don't know where the doctor is, the neurologist, actually, I should say. But I feel that the brain should be done first, and then see, it's hard to say because if they do the brain first and then they do the heart, I'll have decent blood flow. Well, as much as possible with the 30% squeeze ratio going through my brain. So it wouldn't be that much of a shocker, I guess, if they do the brain if they did the brain first compared to doing it second, right? I'm confusing myself, dude. Um, well, I took the heart monitor off, Cassie. So that's just a whole nother argument in itself right there. Why am I developing blood clots? Well, if I only have 5 to 10% of blood flow going through this one artery, and I have a small, even a minute blood clot, it's going to get stuck, right? You think?
Yeah.
So, and they can't like here. I'm gonna pull it up because there's it's spelled Moyamoya. It's a
Moya.
it's some kind of freaking. Mm, yeah, I'll let you guys see my chart. I don't think it should doesn't bother me. But it's some kind of disease that it's not. It can't be reversed and it can't be stopped by medication. You can put a stent in that area, but the stent could get blocked again, but you have to go through it. I mean, it's just honestly, I'm just getting tired, man. I'm really tired.
It hurts your brain just thinking about it.
Mm-hmm. That's where I need to take a day and stop thinking about it. But
You would think that there would be kind of a guideline for specific situations like this. Like, hey, your brain isn't functioning perfectly right now. You're under a lot of stress as well. We're going to take care of everything for you. You know what I mean? Like, at least be more accommodating and understanding of how this affects you, mentally and physically, to try to take some stress off of you. Starting with, like you stated, some freaking education. Don't just tell me I'm diabetic and send me out the door. Like,
and I still don't know much other than what Frostbite told me. What people have told me, like professionals. Nope, still nothing.
and I get there's a certain extent to where they don't necessarily, their time needs to be spent on more important things, but they should have, a secondary system that picks you up, that they get you kind of enrolled in to where they follow up with, the full getting you, the education of what's going on, what's up with your body, what you need to change, um, all that good stuff. Diet, medications, um, tracking of everything, purchasing the equipment, or getting it taken care of through insurance, all that.
They're trying to take my muddy bars away. I don't know. That's my weakness. It's nutty bars. I told you to be. There's somebody mentioned the stent in the heart. I think it was Cassie with her mom. I am not. I'm 100% not worried about that. My my heart surgeon, he's just a freaking rock star, and I have no worries whatsoever. It's I'm sticking that damn straw in my freaking melon. You know, it just keeps going through my head. Okay, what if
Literally.
right? Well, trying to. Um, what if the guy that was making the stent, because they're softer plastic, should I say?
Yeah.
Didn't grind down that edge properly, or there's a little burr in it, or there's just stupid things like that I think about, and it's like,
Hmm.
I freak out. And the brain first is what I'm being told.
That's one of the benefits of having something so soft or softer and flexible is it's going to be able to give a little bit, and that's a great thing about our arteries and veins is they are so flexible. Um, but I hear you. I hear you. You could have a perfect situation, and you're still going to be able to come up with possibilities of a fuck up.
Right, right. And it's
Because
like,
we
okay,
hear them all the time.
now see, I've read that when they put a stent in that area, you kind of have to retrain your limb again, or whatever's messed up. And I don't want to go through that again. I'm doing all right. My handwriting sucks, but I'm doing a lot better than I was 3 weeks ago.
Right.
No, it's just I've been losing a lot of sleep over it. Let me tell you, like too much sleep.
I can hear it in your voice, man. You sound exhausted.
That, earlier tonight, hitting that dog just freaking almost did me in. Honestly, I'm a strong young man. Who are you talking to? Probably the oldest one in here.
Let me go out and take a rip. Safety meeting. Be right back.
All right. From the excess blood flow, because the middle cerebral artery on the right side is only pushing like 5 to 10% of blood flow through it. See, that's what I was kind of wondering. The same thing. If they do the heart and then do the brain, how much? Is the blood going to flow that fast? And excuse my language, fuck me up. You know. Um, Actual doctors, cardiologists is until the 20th of this month. But I'm going in to see the surgeon on Tuesday. Because we're leaving it all up to the neurologist and the heart surgeon. I think that's our best bet. I'm not going to put it in a cardiologist's hand that says, you may have AFib, so I want you to wear this monitor. And then the next sentence say, well, also your stent could be failing. It's like, you don't even know what's going on. So I'm not going to put it in her hands. What's up, Muscle Show? Yeah, you're right. I have a hard time writing. Um, I have a hard time remembering as well. Yes, I've written these. Just, well, I know, I understand that, but you guys are like, I don't know, hearing me Ben, I guess, or have your own experience with somebody that is kind of going through the same thing I am. But if you read anything online, it's like I said the other night, you got a hangnail on your thumb and you got cancer in your little toe. WebMD. It's that's how it goes. You know, the new Holiday Inns are nice. They really are. I prefer a Hampton Inn. You know, I kind of agree with that because my mother had a heart attack. She turned a gray color and her arm went numb. My grandfather was the same way. But when I had mine, it felt like somebody was throwing a softball at my chest with no chest protector for 2 days. And then it started in my left arm, just a throbbing at the same time as my chest. And then I told myself on Saturday night that if I feel the same way, I'll call my brother. And I did. And when I woke up, or I did say if I wake up, and I called my brother, and next thing I knew, I was on the table. I know. Your toe could hurt and end up with gonorrhea. Anything on the internet. It's messed up.
I'm back. So I'm uploading pictures. Do you want me to share them or just keep them to myself?
Of
The coin show?
oh, you can share them. I was just giving you a hard time. I love
I
going to
know, I
coin
know.
shows. You know, I mean, they're just fun.
Yeah, I just didn't want to. If you were really like extremely jelly, didn't want to rub it in.
Here, let me cut my arm so you can dump salt in the wound.
For some reason it won't. Oh, 1 second. I gotta pull that window down.
I have a friend who fucking had a hangnail, got an infection with wet foods.
There we go.
Oh,
Can you guess who this is?
that's Roseanne, right?
No, my name's Great Scott. Oh, the other one.
The better looking one. Let's just go that route. I don't know who's to your left.
That's her boyfriend. And I forget his name. I feel like an idiot. He, it's not always in chat when she is, but I want to say
I don't think
right or wrong.
I've only heard her talk about him. I never heard or seen him in chat.
Yeah. I remember early on, I remember if he would come in chat, she would time him out. Because she's just, she didn't want to hear it. She didn't want to, nothing needs to be heard from him. It's, it's all about Roseanne. So you only need one point of view, hers.
Well, I mean, of course, that's all that mattered was her point of view. She's a female.
She's just like you would imagine she is in person, as in chat.
Well, she's been on live streams before. She's been on panel or
true, yeah.
Sitting on the couch. She had her, I want to say her daughter, right?
Yeah. So I don't know. There's something you get from meeting someone in person. You know,
Oh,
a
definitely.
little bit more depth, of character, kind of,
A little bit more personal,
right?
you know.
But you can also
Absolutely.
be shocked too. You can be like, oh wow, it's not how I envisioned them, or they say something, you're like, wow, I didn't expect that to come out of their mouth.
It's like also putting faces to voices too. When you don't see them on stream,
Yeah.
that was a lot of it in Cincinnati. We had a meet and greet and everything in the hall like area. There's at the convention center. It's like the Hyatt Hotel. So it's
Mhm.
but I knew what everybody looked like. Hoover didn't know who I was, but everybody had to wear masks too, so that didn't help. Obviously, I don't either because you just called me young. You got other pictures, or is that the only one you got?
Oh no, I got more. I was actually just getting ready. I gotta like basically act like I'm writing an email.
To
So
share it?
no, to get it from my phone to my computer, just kind of easy way. I basically write an email on my phone, but I don't even have to actually send it. It just saves it, in the drafts, but it also saves the picture. So then I can go on my computer and oh, that's right, it's in here. Then I can open up my email, click on it. No, that's the same one.
Take care, crazy cat woman.
Hi, Catwoman.
I don't know if she likes to be called crazy anymore, but that was her name.
Okay, so now it's not one to work. What's going on here?
You're all good, Josh.
If I reopen it.
I think I'm gonna have nightmares because that fucking dog. Ugh. I'm gonna lose sleep because of this. I mean, dude, the lady like came running up. I mean, the dogs came. There was two dogs. They came booking out from a driveway, and I had no time. I mean, they were right there, but they lived like 5 houses down, and I mean, she was like, "Oh, it's not your fault. Not your fault." Okay, lady. Sure, it's not. And when she seen the dog, it was like just hysterical. And the husband was all cool. Dude, it wasn't your fault. They run out on the road all the time. Blah blah blah. I said, I'm going to do
Yeah.
something to make up for this.
Prepare to be ultra squirreled. Squirrel power.
Why no, Angel?
The other squirrel is of the MJ variety. MJ squirrel.
MJ Squirrel. That's who that is.
Yep. MJ. we got to hang out for a while. She was coming by my booth like right before uh, we closed up yesterday, and we went out the parking lot, had a little session. It was cool. Nice chill session, hang out. I was actually hoping to be able to go back to their hotel. Her and oh god, I'm so bad with names. Jimmy Beggs, is that right? Um,
Jimmy who?
hold on, just like yeah, Jamie Biggs.
Is that Mrs. Biggs? And then there
Uh,
was Mr. Biggs. Used to be in Crumpler Stream all the time.
Probably yes. I think yeah. I wasn't really too familiar with her, um, but I mean I know I've seen her, said hi to her, but yeah, it's again, see someone in person, and yeah, we had a few nice long talks, and she actually came by today and like was trying to actively like help sell the stuff that was in my case. It was so cool. She was like, I helped this person, to find these things, and this person. And she started snapping pictures and sending them to people and being like, hey, are you interested in any of this? And they'd come back with, hey, what's that one thing? What do they want for that? Or would they take this? Dude, she sold a Hawaii note to someone for me. It was my dad's. Um, yeah, just super sweet. Yeah, it was very cool of her.
Okay, what am I, chat liver?
What's that?
I collect Hawaii notes. Well, I have a few dollars, but I don't have any like the fives or the tens or the 20s.
Right, it was just a one, and it wasn't in great shape by all means. I think my dad was asking 35. They offered 30. My dad was like, well, I researched it, and they seem to go for like 37, 38. So, I think 32 is probably the lowest I could take. And they ended up taking it for 32.
At my coin store, they're in rough condition, not like really bad, but rough condition. They're not tore or they're folded and crinkled and whatever.
Yeah.
Roughly around $40
Okay,
for $1.
nice. So
If
yeah,
you're
you did have it priced low.
if you're talking to me, Shelby, I do that's kind of why I've been, but I hate talking about myself. So it's like I rather change the subject. Enough of me and let's move
Oh
on to something.
wow, Yogsnab is freaking out too. I feel like I've done my dad injustice. I should have known better. I should have
But
helped him research it and ask people in the community and whatnot. It's just a few bucks. Not like he missed out on a whole lot or anything.
and he wanted to get rid of it, so
Yeah.
it's gone, and he's got that money in his pocket.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
And we
I'm
helped
not
out
like
someone in the community.
right. I'm not like Big Apple with the currency. I mean, that dude's got some
Right.
freaking awesome bills.
Oh yeah.
Awesome bills. But I mean,
Man.
step down about 30 grades, and that's my collection.
Right.
Well, Ravenhawk was selling a Hawaiian $20 bill, and that went for big money. CM
Oh
Silver
yeah.
and somebody else was going back and forth on it. It was crisp and nice, and
Yeah. Higher you get, 20s, 50s. Yeah. Those go for huge money.
I still want a Black Eagle, a good condition Black Eagle. I bought one in an auction for um, $125, and
Yeah.
uh, it seemed like watching the video now. It seemed like he was kind of pushing it together because there was a tear from the top into the middle of the eagle,
Yeah.
and I wasn't aware. He didn't, disclose that. And
Yeah. Man, that sucks.
it's $45. They're cool. You want a Hawaiian bill or a black eagle? Because I also want that. Is it a buffalo or Indian head $5 bill?
Oh yeah.
Those are awesome too. Are those the only two pictures you took?
Oh no. Sorry, I'm slacking. Uploading from phone. Give me a second.
Should have passed instead of popped. The Hawaii note, yeah. I just think they're cool because of the history behind them. And it says Hawaii on the back of the bill, but I mean, U.S. government did that just so the Japanese wouldn't counterfeit our money. I guess that's a lot of the reason why I do this is just the history of things. Like some of the coins that you own, whose pocket was it in? You know, 1800 whatever. Whose pocket was it in? No, it was the Tulsa show, William. His dad got a table.
Okay. Let's see. No. There we go. You know who
Mm,
that is?
no,
We don't get
that's
to see her anywhere, I don't believe. At least I don't remember seeing her on a stream. I only recognized her because she was at the Grove show last year, but we didn't run into each other. Like we had talked in a stream beforehand. We're like, "Oh yes, I'm gonna see you there, awesome." And then she was there and I was there. We just didn't run into each other. At the time, I didn't have a booth at the Grove show. But this is
that Rose Dragon?
resin.
Resin Dragon. Okay.
Super
Okay.
sweet. She was there with her boyfriend or husband. They were they were great, happy, just really cool couple. You could tell like you could hang out with them and shoot the shit for a long time.
Nice. William E has a couple questions for you.
Oh, jumping right over. Hold on. Okay, dude, Hawaii 30. What's for this one? Hawaii, me too. Are you a dealer at shows or your father? Was this a random show you set up at? Okay, so it's right here in Tulsa. It's where the show was. So we weren't traveling, to get a table there and all that. But yeah, it just worked out that it's going to be here. And my father had his father's collection that needed to be sold, and yeah, it just worked out. Well, yeah, first time, first timers. Let's see, no, I'm talking. So the YouTube side was separate, or was that the entire show area? Um, I'll. I think if you check out my video, my live that I did from there, it'll kind of give you an overview. But YouTube side, what it was kind of like split down the middle, it seems like. So yeah, you could kind of distinguish that one side was mostly YouTubers and the other side wasn't.
Was there a lot of people that didn't want to be on camera?
I didn't hear any complaints from anyone, but I, heard constant reminders from people to, be respectful. And that's generally a thing, like anywhere in public, be sure to ask someone if you want to make sure you're not being rude, trying to be understanding. One question, Great Scott. How long? Yoksnev, I measure every single one that falls down. Only the ones that don't make it.
How long did it take you to
And
grow it?
the last time I measured one that fell out, or a long one, you okay, pizza guy?
Yeah, I got this moth flying around. I'm trying to swack it with a fly swatter, and it's not working.
Hey, be careful now. You're on blood thinners, right?
Well, I got to use my left hand, and I'm right-handed, so I'm kind of swinging and missing.
Exactly, but you might hit something and cause a bruise or bleeding internally. I don't know. Be careful, be careful, brother. So, yeah, I want to say it's a year and a half that I've been growing it. Maybe a little bit longer, year and 9 months. So yeah, 11 and a half inches was the last one I measured. So I'm sure it's over 12 inches.
Now, do you go to Mid American Coins at all?
No, I wasn't aware of his shop because it's out in Grove. That's pretty far away. Tulsa's a pretty good sized city. Everyone that comes into Tulsa, they're like, oh wow, okay. Tulsa's big. Tulsa's pretty big. So yeah, we have a few coin shops here. I don't need to drive out to Grove and find a coin shop.
Is it like Detroit? Is it like the size of Detroit? How many people are in Tulsa?
I'm not familiar with Detroit. So Tulsa recently had power outages, and that's when I discovered that Tulsa is about, I don't know, a little over 500,000.
Oh, so it's Detroit's a million people.
Okay.
What? Not stimulus. What's the word? Census.
Gotcha.
That's the goal is a million people. They've been coming up short just by like a few thousand because everybody's moving out of there. But
yeah. So Yoksnev, my grandfather, he owned a business, and in the break room of that business, it wasn't a big business, pretty small, but it was downtown, and in his break room, which was actually a really good sized break room. I would say it's probably 25% of the small building that he was in. He had, I remember as a kid going in there, and there were like probably 10, 10 people all seated at a big table, and they were all going through pennies. So he was paying 10 people to search pennies for him. It's pretty freaking cool to think of it now. Like that's awesome.
like, were they all wheat cents or just cents? Wow.
Yeah, just regular like coinage you would get from banks and have them do it.
What kind of business did he own?
Dental implants.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did
I
he
actually
make
kid,
the teeth, or was it just
No, I think it's more the things that attached them. So he actually had a patent for like the the O-ring kind of fitting thing where dentures would snap in, you know.
Okay.
So I remember pretty much my first job as a kid was to put these little things, or maybe I think they may have been samples, that like to send out in these little tubes. They looked like little crack vials, to be honest.
Nice.
But like I remember to speed things up to where I could go faster and do more. I got a
I think I lost
set,
you.
you know, I had my whole fucking Henry Ford, you know, assembly line going. I would freaking knock them out, man. I was making some money. I got paid like 10 cents a piece for every one that I put together. I pumped them while I was watching TV, you know, like, why not?
Right?
Child labor.
Well, yeah, they did have
It's
something with
awesome.
child labor laws, but um, one of my first jobs was working at my uncle's fish store. He owned the largest tropical fish store in the state of Michigan. In his
Nice. Huh?
warehouse, we could roller skate to tanks and to the levels where the fish that we had to get, and it was crazy. But it was fun. I learned a lot, and that's something I want to do again. Is have a saltwater tank. I used to have one that was inside a wall, and the house shifted, and the tank broke, and yeah, it was bad, real bad.
Brown sugar, that's hilarious. I've got a golden ticket. I've got a golden ticket. She said when I said that, she pictured Willy Wonka in the chocolate factory
Oh,
where he's got all those people searching for Veruca.
no
Or
shit,
was
Josh.
it? I'm not sure if it was Veruca. But yeah.
Are you talking Willy Wonka or Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Come on, you old fucker. I got you now. Damn it. You're a moth. How can you be so fast? I give up. You win. Fly around. Like, that's just
That's what the Yock said.
More pictures?
Oh yeah, slacking.
Well, it's not the same movie because wasn't Charlie and the Chocolate Factory with Johnny Depp and Willy Wonka was Gene Wilder?
OG, yeah. I, yep, that's what I think.
See, I've never seen Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So did they
Ah, okay.
had the blueberry chick and oh shit.
Right.
Um, I don't know. I never seen it. I've seen Willy Wonka, but okay. I found this coin. I gotta ask you guys' opinion on this here. I've already sent pictures to some big dogs about this. Now, some of it was like machine doubling. I know that. I'm gonna go large screen real quick while you're searching for pictures.
Yeah, I'll have one when you get back.
Okay. Now look at the O. Look at the right. Look at the M. I mean, it's all split, right? You see that?
Yeah, even being blurry. even being clear, it looks blurry.
Now, there's nothing, especially that O. There's nothing.
No, I see in the O, the left-hand side of it. That's not, yeah, I mean, even just look at the shape of the center portion. That's not a symmetrical circle or oval. That bottom left is way pushed in, but the whole left-hand side is pushed in. The left-hand side's thicker than the right. I see
So,
it fully on the left-hand side.
and
I'm
look
sorry.
at the essence states, the second essence states. The top of the serif is split,
Yep,
and then it splits on the other side.
it's supposed in the middle too. Yep. Yes, sir.
See, I'm waiting on responses from these people because I kind of want to send it into somebody to see if it's a new discovery.
Look at
Look
the
at the
bottom left, yeah. Yep, we're seeing the same stuff, same time. Bottom of the F. Or is that some schmutz?
I don't know. It's on the coin. I seen all the splitting and I flipped it really quick.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't really look up here. Look at that S in Porpoise. The M. See, I don't know if I should email freaking Paul Bloom. That's one.
Sure.
That's one that I didn't send an email to.
Yeah.
But it is a 1962, and there's nothing.
Look at the 6 and the 2. Upper right of the 6. Upper right of the circle.
Oh yeah.
If it was level. And the 2 seems kind of fatty.
And so does Liberty. But there's nothing. I'm not finding anything in any book on like a double die reverse or,
Right.
it's just a 62. And it's a good looking coin. I mean, it's in good shape.
Yeah. Flip it back over. So I'm thinking possible. Well, that was the bottom.
You want the reverse?
Bottom right. Yeah. Go ahead and go back to the reverse.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure if it was a, double stamp, like, gets stamped and then it slightly rotates and gets stamped again. Like not true doubling.
Machine doubling?
Yeah.
But see, I look at the
So no, that O is straight up from left to right. It's not. It would be more on the top and bottom. You think about rotating the coin. It's the exact opposite of where it should be. So I don't think it's double stamp.
So you think it's die deterioration, true double die?
Yeah, I think
Because look at the bottom of the S's and the top. I mean, that's what I always go by is serifs in the S, or even coming across it like the top of the F, stuff like that. That's what I go by for. If it's split serif, it's a true double die. Yeah, I'm gonna have to send this as a Paul.
That's a good point. That's why they always bring that up, because if it were a rotated die or a double stamp, the not true doubling, then it would be like kind of
next to it, not
split
split
in a separate way. Exactly, it would be next to it. It wouldn't be up and down different. It would be left and right doubling. So yeah, you focus on the serifs. I see.
What do you think, Muscle Show? Let's get your opinion. You're a smart man. I'm just a fat kid from Fairhaven. Well, used to be Fairhaven, then they switched it over to Algonac when we weren't even
What's
living
up?
here.
What's up, Fern? Good to see you, man.
See, those S's are throwing me off, dude. They really are.
I found a Black Beauty 1937 Buffalo nickel. Why is it black? Only thing I've read is heat damage, but doesn't seem heated.
That's what it turns it black. Is they was they were put in the oven too long. Is how it was explained to me.
Right. So it's not to the point of altering the surface, like causing bubbling or anything like that. It's just simply cooking the very outer layer, like to a crisp kind of. Yeah.
Kind of. Well, they heat the planchet. I guess. I think you told me that, right? They heat the planchet when they stamp it.
No, it wasn't
You didn't
me.
tell me.
No.
Who Opus told me that
Okay.
when they're minting coins, the planchets get heated, and when they stamp it, I don't know. I've never been to a mint. I want to go.
Totally
At least,
makes sense. I mean, it allows the metal to flow easier, so you're going to get a stronger, design imprint. And then there's probably something to do with the cooling to harden it and make it wear slower.
let's see. I wonder if they oil harden it or water harden it.
I don't think they do anything other than just natural cool dry because it just goes straight into a bag. They don't wash them after or anything like that. That's why you still get grease, on coins.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So it's a slow cool down. They don't quench it, and that's what you got to do with non-ferrous things. Things other than silver, gold, and whatnot. Um, they work differently. Like people think, well, when you quench, silver or gold, that would harden it. Well, typically it would. Anything with iron in it, it would. But non-ferrous things that don't have iron in it, the quench actually softens it. It leaves it soft. Whereas if you want it to get hard, you would heat it up and then just let it naturally cool down to room temperature instead of quickly doing it. So with that, you would want to, I guess, actually a quench would harden it. You would want it to happen quickly. You would want it to cool down quickly. I don't know. Maybe that wasn't even a concern. That was just my mind trying to figure if there were
Well,
some
when
problems. So I'm sure the
when
heating is just to make the metal flow better.
when I pour silver, when I pop it out of the casting, I throw it in water to cool it, so I'm able to hold on to it. Or I hold on to it with my thumb and burn the shit out of my thumb twice. Twice.
Not once, but twice.
Hey, Mike P, how you doing? What are you doing, Mike?
Man,
If he's been drinking
I
as much as me, he sees triple.
man, you kids are bothering me. What's up, Mike?
Yeah, the one time he came in here, he's like, "Hey, pizza guy, why are you bothering me?" And he was coming in my street.
All right, so you recognize any of these people?
That's Posper time. The one
Yeah.
above him is Bacardi Jim. Uh,
No, that's
no,
not Bacardi Jim.
are you sure?
Kinda looks. Oh, or wait a second. Yeah, it is. You're right. My bad. Yeah, that's kind of unmistakable face. But there is someone that kind of looks like him, who I thought it was. And then,
Hold on. The one on the left is Shayna Smith.
yes, sir. That gave it away.
What? Oh,
Oh,
no, I didn't even see that.
um,
Nobody
you
looks like I
Coin
watched
Q&A,
Coin Q&A.
right?
Yeah, I watch it.
Right,
Shalani's behind him.
Yep,
I don't know. I don't know who that is.
that's DT. DT from My Silver Squad and his lovely wife.
No, it's not.
It is, it is.
Oh, yeah, there's the glasses. The breakaways. No kidding.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Why does he look different on the stream?
It's
I thought he had
gotta be
darker
the
hair.
angle. It's the angle. I think he has a lower camera, so you're looking up at his face. If I remember right. Yeah, it's the camera angle. All right. We got
Waiting for
lady.
opportunity.
Yes. Sir. Okay. You're gonna have to wait a second for the next picture.
With no goofy hat. True statement there, Yashkov. You guys need to sub up American Silver Patriot because he's doing some bins. He had 2 ounces. He was doing 2 ounces, and they weren't buffaloes. They were a little bit better than premium for $55 for both ounces. Those were his bin prices. He's just trying to get his house put together and he's selling everything.
Cool.
Yashkov nabbed him up. I don't know. Seeker, Rob. One of Pa's grandsons. I can't think of it.
Yep, Hudson.
Hudson, that's it.
Yeah.
Who's the one with the Kansas City hat on?
I think that's I mean, I know they're both with Pa. I don't know if that's maybe his younger brother. I'm not sure. Don't know.
They're not from like the Chicago area, are they?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know where they are.
I'm not sure, but I don't think so.
I know you're not a huge football fan, but you heard that Ryan Mallett passed away, right? He played for Michigan in college, and then he went to Arkansas. Then got drafted by New England Patriots. He grew up in the same town as Hillbilly Samurai.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, small world. I mean, it just popped in my head because I read it, and I'm like, holy shit, I know somebody that lives there. And I'm thinking, and it's like, Hillbilly Samurai lives there. Yeah. But he drowned. He was in Florida. He was in Florida surfing, and he ended up drowning. I'm like, huh.
So Hudson freaking killed it, man. He was like, 64 Kennedy, 64. Seeker's like, are you serious? Another one? Oh my god.
Oh, they were doing a box battle with the okay. I see what they're doing.
Yep. It was fun.
I'm going to say he's either awesome or fantastic, Brown Sugar. Just a guess. How are you, Mike?
Oh, nice. Maybe go Seeker and Rob. Yeah.
You know, I'm kind of upset with George. Because we were supposed to go through these Canadian cents, and they're like, yeah, I'll be on tomorrow. I said, okay, how about like 10, 11 o'clock? And I haven't seen him. I know nothing about Canadian cents. I am always good, even when I'm not. That's you're always either awesome or fantastic. You always have that kind of attitude. I wish I could have that kind of attitude all the time, Mike. I really do. That's why I'm trying to stay positive.
So this was my layout. Like he got 2 of these displays. We had a little bit of space in the middle. most of this is his. Like, there's the Hawaii note.
A birthday note, January 15th, 1958. Oh, yeah. That's like one of the hardest bills to find to start out. The $5 bill.
Oh, yeah?
Dude, I used to have money running through my hands constantly. Dollars, no problem. 20,
Sure.
I found I think it's a radar. Let me see if I can find it on my phone.
Yeah.
I ended up selling. I got it on delivery. I ended up selling it for like $125, 125 or 150. I got it for free. I got it on a delivery. You know,
There's your Isabella.
I need to get those loonies and toonies. Run up to Canada. What is it, about 5 miles away? Roughly 7. And I do have my enhanced license, so I can get across the border without a problem. But what loonies and toonies are you talking about? I mean, I'm not going to just be able to cross the bridge and pick up some black toonies. They they went up in price. I was on Royal Canadian Mint, and I was paying $4 a piece for them. Now, were you selling that? Oh yeah, you were. That 5-ounce slab.
Yeah.
Now is that silver hollow right there?
Oh,
Is
no,
that
no,
gold?
no.
That's gold.
That's, yeah, ounce of gold. They don't make a silver one. I've looked. I wish they would. Everybody would love a cheap version of the beautiful colors it puts out. Did I tell you? Probably not. I got a sweet score, sniped a eBay deal. Got two kind bar grams, one of each kind, the Lipizaner or Lipizaner and that style. The Lipizaner is the one with the horse that kind of rears up. I got one of each of those for 147.50 or 143.50. I don't know, like less than 75 each.
You're talking the gold ones, right? The holographic gold. One's a
Yeah,
flower and one's a. See, that aggravates me because I ordered from. It was either AdMax or the other one, JM Bullion. I ordered the one with the horse because my son's girlfriend rides horses. I just figured that would be cool. I'd, give her
yeah,
that for Christmas. And I mean, she's like 19, so she really doesn't understand, precious metals and what it costs and how much. She knows it's gold, so she's gonna hold on to it.
right.
But they sent me the damn flower, not the horse. And I emailed them. They're like, "Oh, well, we just send you whatever's in stock." I said, "I ordered the horse." you know, uh, I pushed on the horse, and that's what came up when I checked out. And yeah, I was so
Yeah,
pissed, dude. And then for graduation, I got her the um, graduation eagle. You,
nice.
you know what I'm
Yeah,
talking about, right?
the ASC with the
The congratulations and the
right.
year and all that kind of good stuff.
Yep, yep.
Email this to me. Yeah, I was gonna do. like the after Silver Keys got off, I was gonna do like the trade days, like I guess T back down or something. I was gonna do that, and um, kind of wasn't up to Keys. It's up to EC, but I didn't see any harm in it. But I get it. I get it.
And of course, I had to snap a picture of this.
Is that yours?
No, I wish. I don't
That
have a
was
1916.
that was what MS what?
64.
Holy cow! What's the scan as? You know?
Probably a little bit, or right around 21,100.
Here, hold on one second.
That's what
See,
he's charging.
I'm always curious on that kind of crap.
Yeah.
Always. Like the people do unboxing, and I'll stop watching it and scan it. I'm just dumb like that. And every single one of them, when it says you own this coin, it's like, oh,
Right.
should I mess with them? 64. I'm typing it in because part of the barcode's gone. I don't like the way NGC did their scanners. 18.5.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But see, the grading companies, their prices are like the average on auction sales. You know, it's that gray sheet that I bet it's less. I got an old gray sheet. What the hell did I do with it? It's in my living room. Give me 1 second. Dude, I tried to find you one of those, even if it was in shitty condition. I was trying to find you one. Remember when I sent you that email of the one that was like $45,000, but it was just immaculate, full head.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
hold on to port for like 2 seconds.
No problem. I've got a picture of one I'll bring up in a second. And I think it's, actually, I think it's, well, it might be an MS65 in a PCGS holder. And yeah, it's like $25,000 coin. Insane. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Another one inbound. I'm sorry, y'all, if I'm missing something in chat. I'll check it in just a second. This is DT's wife again. Can't tell it's back there.
Dude,
With
I took my
Paul.
headphones off and bird chirping.
Yeah.
HE was showing you the gray sheet. Updated. Yeah, well, this gray sheet's from Thanksgiving time in 2021, but it kind of gives you a rough idea. Dude, signing up for gray sheet is just ridiculous, especially online. What did CJ? Who is that? Oh, J-Dog. No
Yep.
kidding, huh?
Yeah.
That's another one that I always got along with. Come on. God,
Right.
no.
Cool cat for sure.
Holy cow. What was that? 64, right?
Yes.
20 November 2021, it was at 16,000 and going up. So, yeah. G4, $3,000. Really? That's Kevin right there, sitting down. That is Blue Ridge. What is the end of his name? Hey, Conrad.
Silverhound. You
Silverhound.
said it first time right. Yeah, Silverhound. And then this is Mad Stacker's daughter, Navy Stacker.
Oh, is it really? Okay.
Yep. Yeah, she came out with them. That was cool. Silver Secret. There's Mad.
Yo, last year was the first year we actually knew what Matt looked like.
Right. Well,
Well,
kind of.
you probably seen him at the coin show, but they were on their way.
No. What I saw was at the end of his, I think it was 1,000 or
Oh, he did that.
750 or 1,000 party. Right at the end, when everybody left, he was like, "All right, good night, y'all. Later." And then he waited a minute, and then he hopped on real quick. He was like, "Hey, just for all you that stuck around to the last second, just wanted to say hi." And that was his face shot. And I was like the only person to screenshot it and record it, because then he removed it. And I was like,
Okay.
"Hey, y'all, I got video of that. You want to buy it?" Whatever. I was just joking, but yeah, it's pretty fun.
Conrad says, "Great Scott, man, I wanted to buy something from you, but
Dude, Conrad, what's up?
then my daughter started feeling faint and
Yeah,
ended the call."
yeah, totally. She sat down for a minute, and I offered her, a Mountain Dew or Code Red Mountain Dew. It's all I had. I wasn't sure if it would help or exactly what was going on, but yeah, it was awesome to see his wife, and she was holding the phone doing a video call with him, so I could see him and he could see me. It was rad. It was cool. I was like, "Dude, what are you doing there? What are they doing here?" He's like, "I had to stick here and what the
So
hell is everything?"
Angie and the daughter went to the coin show and Conrad stayed home?
Uh-huh.
Oh, hell no.
Uh-huh.
Well, I mean, if you had,
Yeah,
work or prior engagements or.
I mean, he got the video call. He got to live vicariously. He was there. He was there in spirit and in face and sound and everything. It was cool.
Oh, his son was there too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Conrad.
Oh yeah. So then we had
Kevin.
this is Ringmaster Ray's son. Pretty sure.
Yeah, he was running around getting a whole bunch of stickers, and
Yeah,
I was mad did a live.
that's right. Yep.
I don't know who that is. Who is that? Oh, that's
This
teacher.
right. Yes, you got it. This right here is Rob Fine's Treasure. This is Miss Coin Crew. This is just a guy. I don't know.
So that was Mr. Coin Crew. If it's just a guy.
Yep. You got it.
That's Kevin right there. Coins making sense.
Yep. Yeah, we were right beside him. We were just to the right of him. Yeah, but he's a cool cat, man. He freaking does a show like every weekend. He said he does like 50 shows a year, sometimes 2 a weekend. But that's getting hard. He's got
Kevin
it
does?
down. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
I
dude.
know the big one here. It's at a community college, the South Campus of Macomb Community College. He's like
Okay.
either like VP of the coin show or he's one of the big names on the sheet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. See, I hate going to coin shows because I'll spend thousands. I do.
Right.
Well, the last Cincinnati show, I bought 3 CCs. I sold one of them, and then I bought a whole bunch of bullion. This past year, I was gonna buy an ounce of gold for somebody, but for some reason, that somebody couldn't make it. Come on, I got you this time, fucker. Damn. All right.
Get him?
No, I'm gonna mute
Oh.
next time I swing. That way, I don't swear into the microphone. It's all loud.
You have a wadded up paper or something? Oh, he went on mute. Sounds like he's about to cuss up a storm. Squirrel, squirrel. Everybody knows that face. He ain't shy. He ain't just a guy. He ain't shy. Silver Bowl 30.
Now, see, they made us put our YouTube names on there. Miss Ida.
Yeah. Silver
I'm
Sea
telling
King.
you, Bern, this thing is like a supersonic moth. It'll land on the light, and once I go to swing forward, it's gone. It's like, and I tried to like lead it like a duck, and yeah, it doesn't help. I'm using my left hand. I don't even know how the damn thing got in here. I guess it's better than fish flies though. It's that time of year.
Yeah.
Mayflies, as everybody calls them. We call them fish
Right.
flies. They have festivals for. We have festivals for bugs, fish, bologna, strawberries, peaches. I'm trying to think what else local. The guy that sings something Rogers is his last name. He sings a song with Luke Combs.
Roy Rogers?
No. He's a new
Oh, okay.
country singer.
Gotcha.
That is Copper Owl Coins because the Kansas City hat on.
Of course.
And original ATOD.
You know it. Right. And a little bit of paw action there.
I don't know if you guys listen to country music. I do.
Not by choice.
Really? What do you listen to? Don't tell me rap. Please don't tell me rap.
Okay, so I mean, I don't like a whole lot right now. Of course, growing up, I did a lot more, but honestly, it's mostly just for the beat, the rhythm. There's some out there that are great rap, artists, but I totally understand how you feel about a large part of rap is, yeah.
Old school rap is good. I like old school rap, like
Right.
Run DMC, BC Boys, Two
Mhm.
Live Crew, um, NWA. We used to listen to that all the time. Ooh, I got you this time, Parker.
Get that mother.
Anyway, I missed 50 Cent. Nah,
Never saw that coming.
what me missing? Uh,
You-
James Rogers is the guy's name, but he's playing Richmond Good Old Days, which is kind of cool. I actually seen uh I can't I think of his name. He's huge. I'll tell you in 2 seconds. Getting drunk on a plane guy. I can't think of what his name is. That Dirk's been annoying. Anyways, I seen him at Richmond Good Old Days as well. Armada Fair, and they have like demolition derbies and uh, monster truck pulls and racing. It's just like hillbilly land out here.
Nice.
Yeah, I guess. When I first moved out here, it was 1986, and it was like I lived where you could walk 2 blocks down the road, and you were at civilization, McDonald's, Taco Bell, Wendy's, whatever. I mean, our school was right next to a Hardee's where we had open campus. Here, to hit civilization, the closest McDonald's either way is 7 miles. 7 miles. So you weren't walking anywhere.
Right. Can you tell who that is? It's pretty far back.
The guy in the red shirt.
Yeah.
Raven.
Oh, good one. Very nice. I was like, this is, yeah. You'd have
Is that
to.
who that is?
It is. You nailed it, dude.
Wow.
You're Ravenloft. Trying to find a picture with Bassman. He was there.
Yeah, I still wanted to know if he still has that Ann Stokes coin. Like 3 years ago, I won it from EVG when he was still in Milwaukee or Wisconsin or wherever. And then I put it up for auction. I don't even know why I sold it. It's proof 5 ounce and Stokes Dragons, and I mean I'm not into dragons, but this thing is just freaking badass, and I sold it, and he has it. He said he was going to take it to the coin show last year, but I don't know if he ever did. I don't know if he ever sold it. He won't answer me. But try to find Ann Stokes now. Am I muted?
No.
Okay. Well, I didn't get any response. I'm like, oh no, did I leave myself muted? Because there's 2 mute buttons on here.
Oh,
One on the cable, one on
right.
StreamYards. Now, did everybody start packing up like Saturday? And there was hardly anybody there. Well, today's Saturday, isn't it?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
yesterday.
Today, well, technically it's yesterday, but no, I'm still awake, so it's today. Yeah, today was the last day. Got everybody did start to pack up at like 2 o'clock when it was shutting down at 4, but it had, significantly dropped off. It was the busiest day. And it was a good day. Yeah, by about 2 o'clock, it had kind of puttered out as people started packing up. I was the last one there. I left at 4:20. Turned the lights off. Not really.
Just so happens it was 420, or
Yeah. Yeah. But it was a good time. Highly recommend it to any that can make it.
I'm gonna, depending on where I'm at health wise, I'm gonna try for next year. I'm still trying for Cincinnati right now.
Nice.
We'll see what happens. Yeah, one of her 1 ounce coins is on eBay. It's $146. And she's amazing, dude. I mean, her work is just Pella Mint, or how would you pronounce that? Pheli. Huh. Oh.
I need a coin show. Baltimore or Philly? Right on.
Baltimore was just 2 weeks ago. Katie Graham was there, or like 3 weeks ago. The week I had my stroke was I was supposed to go to Baltimore to go see her.
Oh, I met Gina R on the last day. I didn't get a picture with her. Someone else I was going to say. Oh, I was just going to say, Conrad, the dinner was subpar from what I hear. I didn't go to it. I didn't go to the dinner. My dad did. But I heard they didn't have enough food, and just a few things were good as far as the food goes. Eating on paper plates or plastic forks. For the price that they charged, it was subpar.
Now, who put the food on? You know,
The same center that it was held at, I guess they have their own. They were labeled as professional chefs. Now, I'm sorry, but if you're putting that designation on a basic, profession, right? Like, it's a profession. Being a chef is a profession. So you are a professional already. Just you don't say a professional doctor. You're simply a doctor.
right? Well, if you're claiming you're a chef, you better know what you're doing.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. There's no need to designate that you're a professional chef. I should certainly hope so. You're a chef. So that keyed me off. I was like, so they just got out of, the local community college, and they're professional chefs. Like, come on. Come on. So yeah, it was apparently it's supposed to be kind of a barbecue, but there was really only like kind of one barbecue-ish type thing. There was brisket, and it was sliced too thin, just soaked in juices, so you couldn't really say or tell if it was dry or not. Mad Stacker, being the Texan that he is, he knows what a good brisket trimming should look like. And he said they took off too much of the fat, so it probably wasn't cooked right, or probably didn't maintain as much moisture as it should have.
They
But
took
yeah,
the fat off before they cooked it.
well, they took off too much fat. I don't know that he said that they took it all off, but yeah, they took off too much before cooking it, and yeah,
That can ruin
it can leave it a bit dry, a little less flavorful.
it. We don't trim
Um,
any of it when we smoke brisket.
yeah, like why? You can always trim it after.
And
The more you leave on, the more moisture you maintain.
right. I mean, it just the grease just goes through the meat, and it just makes it better. Coming from a fat guy, a fat
Well,
old guy, according to Josh, or young guy. That's
it helps to tenderize the meat as well, so it's softer.
right. It's unbelievable. I found some Ann Stokes Browns and like from a mint, and they're a lot cheaper than eBay. I'll tell you that. But see, if I bought one, then it'd be um, then I have to buy like two or three, and then run a race so somebody else could have one, right? You know, because they're cool. I mean, I don't know what you're showing it. I used to got an original A tat up there. Did you forget about pictures or
Oh, no, I'm pretty much out.
no? Okay,
Yeah, that's it.
no, I said fat. Remember, I'm the fat kid from Fairhaven until they changed the name of the city. I used to say that all the time, like just around. This is stupid. We'll share this. See, that's some of her stuff that she does right there.
Nice.
And I'm not into dragons. And the other side has the Ann Stokes. Uh,
Okay, I remember these now. Yeah.
there's
Yes.
3,000 of them minted, and they're all proof finished. They're like, I want to say this is the one I had, but it was in a 5 ounce.
Can I see the infinity one below it? Or, sorry, bottom level left side?
This one?
Yeah. Continuum? Okay. Nice. Oh, that's jury. Nice. Not too spectacular as far as, raised detail or anything. It's cool looking design.
There's only limited to 200 or
Alien.
2,000. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah.
That is kind of cool.
That seems to be the sweet spot. Like there's something in and around 2000. I'm thinking that's when they replace a die, or that they would maybe around 2500.
Yeah.
I'm curious how long a die lasts on like a standard 1 ounce pressing. How many can they stamp out of it before any noticeable deterioration? So we're always trying to get number one, but if they change the dies out at 2000, then 2001 would be the equivalent of number one, right? As far as quality and
Well, quality
maximizing.
would be low unless they did swap out the die.
That's what I'm saying is if they swap out the die at 2000, you're starting a new set of dies. It's the exact same as stamping the very first one.
Right. Right.
Thinking. I just don't know, you'd have to know right when they were changing out dies. Or do they wait until they see something? I don't know. I'm sure they all have it planned. They know what the run's going to be. They know how many dies they're going to go through, and they're just going to automatically change it at the set number.
Well, just give me the first one. I'll be happy.
Why don't we have anybody in our community that has worked at a mint?
That's a good question. These things are pretty damn popular. Well, they were, anyways, a while ago. I mean, everybody. They were the Haley. I want to say the Haley Bug series or the Bug series or some shit.
Okay.
What were they called?
Like fairies and what's the other word for them? Or it's actually not for them, but
Silver Bug.
okay.
That's what they were.
Yep, that's right. I remember that name. Yeah, I say we need to infiltrate the mint. We need to befriend someone that works at the mint. Should probably try Philly, since they have so many errors. Might get an inside look.
There's only 500 of these things minted.
Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
super low. That's probably why they're so popular.
Proof finish. But see, a lot of people wouldn't realize what they would have to research, and if you do that and do that for a race, it's going to take them too long to research. Oh, well, there's only 500 of them minted, and I don't know. I guess I'm overthinking it. Maybe. Why are they all 2 of 500? What happened to number 1?
Kept by the owner.
There's a mint in Ohio that I don't remember the name of it, but they minted it was a military coin. I want to say Robert Pintoff won it. Like they gave it away, but they showed up at the coin show, and they were talking about their mint, and they're going to start opening it up to the public where you could order stuff and blah blah blah. But I mean, they had some cool stuff that they were showing, but you couldn't buy it.
Oh, Yoksnap. Was that the upper and lower leaf variety? Wasn't it Kansas?
Wisconsin,
of course. Okay. Yeah. Is that where those were put out of Philly? Seemed like there was another one. There was so there's something added or something was like overly polished off or something. What was it?
Well, on the Spitting Horse, the one guy's name, part of it's missing.
Oh, wow. They cracked down in Philly big time, got new management, and fired half the employees after they found all the things in people's lockers. Interesting. Yeah, I believe so.
In the Philly Mint?
Yep.
Really?
And that makes sense, man, because, like, I mean, there's other things that just are bad quality out of Philly, but then, yeah, you factor in that you got employees, making mules and doing funky stuff with coins. One thing that weirded me out was this super expensive mules.
Yes. Sorry.
You got it?
Yeah.
Yes. He got it, everyone. The time has come.
That was rough. How many times did I swing at that damn thing? Like 30?
Swing and a miss. Hey,
Felt
batter, swing, batter.
like I was hanging drywall,
Kennedy,
missing studs.
Kennedy. Gotcha, bastard.
So
So no, you know those coins, the dollar coins, the Sacagaweas that have a quarter on the other side?
yeah, like well, they use the planchet of a
Yeah, it's mismatched die, and it's a different denomination, so that's what makes it a mule. But yeah, those things were going like big money, and one of the guys that found one, he found another. You know, supposedly he found one, and you know, kept on searching, and well, sure enough, he found another. Holy cow! How could the same person find another of such a rare coin?
the
I don't buy
same
it.
person,
I don't buy it. Yeah,
friend of somebody at the mint.
exactly.
I've never seen this kookaburra with the spider web.
Oh wow, that does look cool. And I've never seen either.
Yeah, I mean that is
Very sus.
yeah, very, very, very. I mean, you had a friend at the mint that was, you know, here and there type thing that throwing in a planchet. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. Be kind of cool to work at a mint, though.
The Moth Slayer.
That was somebody called me. I'm like looking at this.
Conrad. Conrad W. the Moth Slayer. Have you been plagued by a moth in your house? Call the Moth Slayer.
I'll get it. I got page 2. It's just like some of these, like JP Metals. You know, JP Metals, the community. There's some like Reckless, and they're on here. MK Bars. You know, they pretty much got their start on YouTube, really. I mean, people buying their stuff.
Yeah.
This is a Darga for $50. That's not bad. The Batmobile. Oh, I said I've never seen a bar of this.
Oh, Spartan. Oh, no. Come and take them. Do you want them? Come and take them.
$30 an ounce. Anyways, I seen Ann Stokes. And I gotta get back to work, dude. It's gonna be a while.
On Heavy Bug 3, we were calling yesterday. I was cracking up.
Yeah. All right, I'll stop sharing.
So, Frostbite, I was able to pick him up from the airport, take him to the hotel, make sure he got checked in, all that. Had a nice cold Mountain Dew when I picked him up. And
You picked up frostbite?
yeah,
Okay. See that's I don't understand why like people that had to drive over 5 hours didn't just fly.
right.
You know, even though
It's
you're
so much time.
bringing a suitcase full of silver, you just make sure you'll lock it up really good. But my luck did lose my luggage.
So I was looking at this. Frostbite gave this to me for helping him out with his channel, his Nightbot, and helping him get set up with Streamlabs and getting the games on and all that kind of stuff. Um, he picked this up from Keith. Keith had just gotten these in, so he grabbed one and gave it to me. It's really cool. I told him not to get me anything. I told him how hard it is even for me to accept this because it makes me feel like, uh, you know, he doesn't understand that I'm not doing this for anything like this. Um,
You're doing it
really,
because that's what you're supposed to do as a human is help other people out. I get
exactly.
it. I get it.
And even above and beyond that, like you're in my state. Like this is, I feel like you're a guest. I should treat you appropriately. As a guest and be a good host. You know. And
Well,
that's what I told everybody. You're coming into town, you need something, give me a call. I live here. I'll come pick you up from your hotel, take you to the store, whatever. If I can, you know. I felt bad because Ike's girl called me um, at like 10:30 at night, and I had fallen asleep just, out of exhaustion. Woke up at like 3:30 or 2:30 in the morning and saw that she had called. And I guess her plane came in. It was like at 10:30 at night. She was like, "Hey, I'm at the airport. Come pick me up."
were you supposed
Mhm.
to pick her up, or was it
No,
subs?
no, it was
Okay.
all of a sudden. Yeah, I mean, if she had let me know earlier that she was going to need a ride, I would have definitely been up and I would have been there. Like I drove to the airport to pick up all things silver, and it was when I got there because I saw in Ida's chat. He had said. My plane's going to be there at 12:05. I was like, oh crap. I looked at my clock. I was like, that's a little ways away. I'll, have to kind of not do my stream or end it early or something. I ended up starting my stream, getting everything going, and just kind of left it running while I went to go pick him up. But I got there like right on time, like 12:10. Enough time for get his luggage and everything. I was like, okay, man, I'm here. He was like, what? I sent him a text message. He's like, uh, I'll be there tomorrow at 12:05. I was like, oh,
Oh no.
yeah. Wild goose chase.
How far is the airport from like where you live?
It's not too far. It was a super hot day.
Oh,
Yeah. It, I mean, I had AC going in the car, but so it sucked down the gas. It's probably like 10 miles from my house each way. Not super bad.
oh no. I mean, me to drive to Metro Airport's an hour each way, if not more.
Oof,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the big one. That, all of them are. I mean, we got Delta or Detroit City. That's nobody flies out of. Unless you got like I don't know, kilo of coke in your suitcase or something. I don't know. We used to drag race actually right by Detroit Metro or not Metro Detroit City. Metro's in Romulus. That's where the Detroit postal hub is,
Okay.
but it's actually Romulus.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up, gold sniping farmer?
Yo, Gold Seven Farmer, what is up, man? Yeah. Frostbite is cool, dude. Sign. uh, I was looking at this coin. I was like, you know what? Did he mean something by this coin?
Are you
Is he
calling me
saying something?
fat? Are
Like,
you calling me fat?
do I look? Well, no. It was really actually what caught my eye was the two long white tusks hanging down.
Oh, I get it.
You know, it does kind of
Your,
look like me,
your beard.
right?
Let's see how far I am behind. No, I'm almost live. No kidding. On my YouTube side, I'm always like hours behind, but I'm
Right.
actually a lot. Like, well, it's not red, but yeah, no shit. I don't get it. I don't try to get it, to be honest with you.
So it's kind of can be based on what window is kind of like open and up. Like when you minimize a window, if it's put down in the taskbar, basically, it it stops everything. It doesn't refresh or stay current. It basically puts it on pause because it's like he's not looking at it. So why waste resources, keeping it current until he clicks on it again? Then we'll start playing it again. So that's when you find that time has, been paused on it. Basically, it's way behind.
Hmm. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's just to save the processes of computer, maximize efficiency.
We have
Yep, I
11.
discovered that like watching videos too. If you have a window open with a few different tabs and they're playing videos, if you put one on mute, as soon as you click on another one of your tabs, it's going to pause that video. It'll stop playing it. If you left the sound on, then it would continue to play because then you'd actually at least be getting something out of it, even while you're on another window. You could hear it. But if it's on mute, the computer's like, there is no point in us continue playing this. You're not even watching it. You can't even hear it. So we're not going to play it. And it will pause it until you click on it. So
Yeah,
if
I
you're
always have
doing,
it like faint, very faint. You
yeah,
know.
if you're giving someone watch hours, you're watching a playlist or something for them, put your sound on the very lowest setting, but not mute.
I'm still trying to figure out how to like watch somebody's playlist and then clear my cache and then be able to
Right.
watch it again. I know Silver
Yeah.
Keys put out a video about it.
Yeah, you told me about that.
That was that
And
was
it
a year and
might
a
be
half.
a matter of like signing in or connecting to YouTube without signing in. So you're kind of anonymous, right? Then
But
it
doesn't it pull
wouldn't.
your IP address?
No,
No.
I don't know really. That was a hint of curiosity in there. I
So
don't
that
know.
so that was a no question mark.
Right.
I got you. Because I thought it pulled your IP address. That's how it knew who was watching it.
Right,
Um,
when you're signed in, but until you're signed in, yeah, it doesn't know who you are.
you can always use
Like
VPN. Yeah.
yeah, I guess if you just clicked on settings and signed out, then did a search for the person or the list or whatnot, play it. You can always use the VPN. Yeah, that's a good point. Go Siphon Farmer. That'll be privacy enough to where they wouldn't be able to get it.
play with this button all the time on this stupid thing and never know if I'm muted or not. I just got to tape it so I don't play with it anymore.
Right.
I'm always like fidgeting with my hands. I don't know. Hi. It's 6:13. I should sleep. Try to, anyways. Dude, I know I'm not gonna be able to sleep. That dog messed me up, man. Really bad.
So I'm not really sure what happened. I'm trying to gather.
Oh, I was coming down Church Road. It's 40 miles an hour, and these two white dogs, just came out of this driveway out of nowhere, and I killed one of them, and it's just fucking me up like really
Yeah,
bad. I mean, it
that's
was
what I gathered, kind of.
when I got it out from underneath my car. It was like hemorrhaging and shaking, and it's like,
Yeah,
dude,
no, pretty.
the worst thing ever. I mean, when I'm delivering food is when the people open the door and the dog goes running off into the
Yeah,
road. I mean, I would never want a dog to get hit by a car. I'd rather have the freaking dog chewing on my ankle or on my hand or something than getting ran over. And dude, I don't know. It's gonna mess me up real few. And then the lady comes down. She sees the dog in the road and starts bawling. And they both came over. Oh, it wasn't your fault. They run out in the road and blah blah blah. I'm
yeah.
like, no, it was my fault. I just a split second sooner. If I would have hit the brakes, I might have been able not to hit it. But it's just bothering me.
Yeah, it's natural to think that way, man. But there's really nothing you could have done. I was in a situation similar. I wasn't the driver though. I was in the passenger seat, and I saw, the people walking down the side of the road with their dogs, not on a leash, and the dogs super happy and running around them and left and right. And then as we come up on them, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the dog decides that the path it wants to go is just directly across the road and right in front of the truck. And before I could even, let the guy know, here comes it all, just boom. It just happened instantly. Um, there's some things you just don't have the time to react.
Right. But
We wish, we pray that we could have had that, but if it was there, it would have been done. It's in God's hands.
yeah, but that's not what's going through my head. And it's like I'm trying to think of how to um I know I can't make up for it or bring the dog back or anything on that order, but it's like I want to do something for the lady because I mean she was freaking devastated. Well, so am I, but
Yeah,
her reaction just freaking really crushed me.
dude. Did I would maybe stop back by if you could and just say, hey, I know what it's like to lose a loved friend like that, and I can't stop thinking about you. I'm just here to check in on you and see if there's anything I can do for
Tomorrow would be too soon. I know that, but I mean that's a good idea. Well, the husband or boyfriend, he's like, well, just come by and have a beer and talk with us, later on.
you.
I'm like, well, I don't drink. He's like, neither do I, but we can drink water. I said,
Yeah. Oh wow, that's cool.
because well, I passed a cop going. He was going north. I was going south, and he was at the school. Well, he heard me slam on my brakes. He came down. I was pulled over in the driveway, and fortunately, um, my brother-in-law's or my ex-brother-in-law's like captain of the night shift of the police department, and he kind of explained to him that I had a stroke a few weeks ago, and going through a lot. And so the cop was really cool with me. And so that was cool, but still doesn't bring the dog back.
Right.
But the husband's like, the dogs run out in the road, the chickens go out in the road, the ducks go out in the road. We can't prevent them from going out in the road. They won't stop.
This happens all the time. Yeah.
But why did I have to hit it? It's like I chase dogs around to get them in my car if they're like lost.
Right.
Like if they're running around on the side of the road, I'll stop and try to get this dog, even if it's growling at me or not. It's just, I know, don't beat myself up, but I'm going to.
Yeah.
But the thing was, the driveway that these dogs came running out of was 4 or 5 houses down the road from their house, and they have like 15 acres behind their house, and the dogs were running back there, and they ended up going around a couple houses and coming out the driveway, and that was it. This sucks.
Yeah.
I know I can't bring them back, I can't fix it, but I'm gonna do my best to, I guess.
It's traumatizing, man, when you have the emotions along with the adrenaline and all that happens at once. It sinks those fucking images into your head, and
And it was a dog too, man. That's the thing. I'm a dog lover.
Yeah.
If it was a rabbit or a squirrel or something on that order,
Right.
I mean, it sucks that I ran it over, but when it comes to the dog, I agree, but it's kind of like country area. They shouldn't be running around, regardless. And it was 10 o'clock, 10:30, but I don't know. It just bothers me. It's in my head, that's all. And it's going to be a minute before it goes away. But I'm not going to bother you guys with it. But it is 20 after 6, guys, and I should get a couple hours sleep or at least toss and turn in my bedroom.
Well, hey, thanks for hanging with us, man.
Thanks for coming up. Thanks for giving me even more information. I didn't know that Isabella quarter was an Hawaiian quarter.
Shoot, I learned stuff too, man. All right, guys. I'll catch you later.
Thanks for all the kind words, guys. What's tomorrow? Sunday? Or today? Sunday? Technically today's Sunday, yeah. Tomorrow we usually pop up and bullshit about just different coins, kind of like the show and tell. And Conrad, you're more than welcome to come up on screen or stream and do show and tell. Remember we talked about that with Hillbilly and all them. So you're more than welcome. Anybody really. But everybody have a good night, and I'll talk to you probably in a few hours. What time is it over there, Con? It's like 8:30 at night, 10:30 at night. Do you ever sleep, brown sugar? Wait for a response on that one. I knew it. There's a few people that they don't sleep. Because when you're awake at 3 o'clock in the morning and they're in your stream, and then at 9 o'clock in the morning you see them in somebody else's stream, you know they didn't sleep. Am I in trouble? I don't want to be in trouble. Is it really like 10:30 at night, Cons? Well, you're a farmer. You get up at the butt crack of dawn. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, we are silver hawks. Precious metal hawks. 823. Oh, I thought you were. Well, we talked about tomatoes the one day. Oh, he farms gold. Well, can you grow me some? I don't even want a gold farm. I just want a money tree. How about that? All right, I'll go. Sorry. Good night, everybody. Oh, you're a glorified gardener. I got you. Good night, everybody. Here, I'll go out with my kid dancing.
Brock, the person before you has to drink, so Davy do.
How long do you have to wait? 5?
Girls with Daisy Dukes bikinis on top.
All right, that sounds good. If that Morgan grows any sort of bush or tree or anything, let me know what year and what you use for fertilizer. Are you guys laughing at Mini Me? Kid's a goon. I like how he spilled his drink down in front of him. I just looked at it and kept going. Anyways, good night, guys. I gotta go.